In the words of my homie, he gonna say, he said, don't mind the kids, you gotta give him a pass. This kid can't get a pass. He gotta pay.
I'm not married. We're gonna do what we wanna do. We're gonna live our lives.
Everybody get on the elevator.
Yeah, remember we did this last time we came.
When Danny fought,
Video.
Oh.
What's up, mate?
What's up?
How are you? You alright?
Yeah.
You said to your dad, still not sure how we walked ourselves into this one. But thank God.
You don't know, boy. Tired?
Yes.
Show me off. That was good. Yeah.
Ready for some action today?
Yeah.
Let's get in his face. Tuck said he's going to rip your heart out.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that's
He
good.
said it, didn't he?
That's what he said.
Yeah, you see it?
You believe that?
No, but he said it. You know what I mean?
He's a
I mean,
baby.
you gotta say that.
He's a baby.
Yeah.
He a baby. He don't believe it at all.
Young boy got all that heart, man. You know, that's good. That's it.
We're thankful we took the fight. Right. Respect for that. But big mistake. Big mistake.
For sure.
Ever since he started hanging around with Bad Bunny, he's fucking gone through that.
Hey.
I got to say.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I'm hurting. I promise you. Watch.
What blessing.
Watch.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
You alright? Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, you're right.
Who's going right there in that room?
Come on. You're too far back. Yeah. Stay ready. Don't stand ready.
Slow down.
And there's a lot of things that I can take advantage of. I got the speed, I got the power, I got the technique, I got the length, I got the strength, I got the IQ. There's a lot of things I can take into consideration when it comes to breaking down this style.
But he also mentioned that you get hit a lot.
The same way he does.
To avoid that.
The same way he does. Try to move my head the same way he tried to move his head.
Keep your head on swivel. Keep your head on swivel.
You took this fight and showed your confidence.
Yeah.
Why do you think he put a 55-45 to try to double your confidence?
Because that was the first thing or negotiation they had with Virgil. 55-45 to the winner. But again, me bringing in 2 belts and giving him the opportunity for 2 belts when I didn't need to, I feel like
we are just a month away from one of the biggest fights of the year. Jaron "Boots" Ennis will move up to super welterweight to take on an incredibly confident Xander Zayas in a fight that could see one man lose their undefeated record and a potential career death. 2 incredibly confident and fierce fighters are looking to desperately prove to the world that they are the true gatekeepers of the 154 pounds division. While Zayas is considered far too young to defend his world title belts against an elite fighter, Boots is looking to make his name in boxing history as one of the most feared boxers to ever fight in the ring. And June 27th will be the day the world sees who is the true master of the division.
Weight class. 154.
150. You 154?
154. That's what I fight at. How about your weight right now, though?
I was about to say, you don't look 154.
No, I fight 154, but obviously I have a nutritionist team that work with me and stuff, and they get me ready for fight night.
Yeah.
So I just got to weigh 154, the 26, and then the 27.
26, 27?
27 is fight
Is
night.
it a big fight?
Biggest fight of my career.
You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of that scene on Rocky when Apollo Creed was negotiating and he was talking to his lawyers. Remember, he was in a suit and tie. And his trainer was like, hey, Apollo, you may want to look at this. He said, yeah, whatever. He was like, hey, man, this guy looks serious. He said, I'll knock him out in 3. And Rocky was punching the meat in the freezer. Remember that? That's what this shit reminds me of. It's like, yeah, Boots are beating. And bruh, I'm just saying, don't be shocked if after the fight, y'all say, if he wasn't so young, if he had a little bit more experience, that would have been a Xander Zayas win.
Many in the boxing world are hesitant to give Xander Zayas any chance at winning this fight. They see a young fighter who had an easy path to becoming unified champion and believe that Boots Ennis will be the one to end the young boxer's dream of becoming undisputed. At only 23, it is natural for the outside world to dismiss Zayas as the underdog going into this fight. But if you have watched the press conferences, interviews, and reviewed the training footage from both camps, it is clear that both fighters are incredibly confident and look massive. Xander Zayas is physically bigger than Boots going into this matchup. He also has more experience fighting at super welterweight. And while Boots has overall more experience being in the sport for longer at 28 years old, Zayas has dominated the story so far at press conferences and interviews.
Yeah, touch him. That's the closest you're gonna get to. That's the closest you're gonna get to. I guarantee that. I promise you that. I never made this career long. No 154 Jaron Ennis in his second fight in the junior middleweight division. I guarantee you, but I'm not gonna show you. I ain't gonna miss. I ain't gonna miss. Small, man. You're small. You small. You're a baby. I'm gonna show you.
Both guys very confident going into this fight.
Hey guys, let's stretch.
Try ahead, boys.
That way.
Xander Zayas is not the type of fighter to take the disrespect lying down. Despite most of the boxing world considering him an underdog with close to a 0% chance of beating the bogeyman Boots, Xander believes in himself and is confident that he can spring an upset and put an end to Boots Ennis come June 27th. During his interviews, he has shown confidence and determination to give his best in every fight he is in. It is clear that Zayas is not simply a world champion by luck. He works hard in the gym and goes into every fight with the mindset of giving it his all in the boxing ring.
So what's different about this camp? Obviously, you could say this is probably your biggest fight of your career so far. Like, what are you doing differently in this camp?
Nothing. Having the same fun, keeping the same energy. I enjoy being in camp. I enjoy having my people around. So to be honest, it's been pretty much the same. Obviously, working on the things we need to work on, preparing for Boots Ennis. But other than that, pretty much same thing, same energy.
Is there anything specific about Boots that you're working on specifically for this camp? Obviously, like at the presser, you guys talked about the lack of head movement or whatever. So like, there's certain things are you honing in on to exploit Boots?
I mean, yeah, of course. There's always things. Again, there's a lot of holes that I know I can take advantage of come fight night. But I don't want to discuss them on cameras because obviously it's part of the game plan.
Some may say Boots has been avoided. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. He's a good fighter, but I don't know where it comes that he's been avoided. I don't know by who or who are some of those names. I don't get it.
So then, for you being 23, unified champ, fighting Boots, that's a huge fight. At your age and your division, what does that say about your character?
Man, I'm here to chase legacy. I've always said it. I want to be the best in boxing. I want to be the best in my division, in every division that I touch, and this.
During his latest Ring magazine interview, Zayas expressed the same confidence. He also talked about his preparations for this fight, seeing that Boots is not like the other fighters he has fought on his path to world champion. Zayas seemed calm, and while giving Boots the respect he deserves, he refused to be intimidated by the challenge before him. He talked about Boots being a great boxer, but with plenty of holes in his game, which he has been working on and planning to use on fight night. He also touched on Boots being one of the most avoided fighters in the sport, dismissing the fact that he has been avoided because of his fearsome reputation as a tough opponent to crack.
Your age, considering the fights that you've
Yes,
been
of course. I feel like I'm very mature for my age, and I've gotten the experience that I need. I've gone rounds. I've seen everything that I need to see. I've gotten hit. I've been able to adjust. I think I've done everything. I know how to fight on the inside. I know how to fight on the outside. I know how to counter punch. I got great speed, great power. I feel like I do everything pretty well. So yes, I do feel like I have the experience.
So with this fights with Boots, do you feel like this might start a new era of boxing with a win over Boots, and just like having young fighters fight each other in their primes, or the best fighting the best?
I hope so. I mean, we made a big fight happen. Two big fighters, two young fighters, hungry fighters wanting to chase legacy. We made it happen, and so I feel like it should set an example for the future. But again, who knows? I mean, every fighter is different. Everybody lives a different lifestyle, and I can't be the one to say yes, I want it, or it's gonna be like that. I would love.
Zayas is entering the lion's den by taking on a fighter who is considered the most feared boxer in the sport right now. He also dismissed doubts about him being too young to jump straight into a fight with a boxer who is among the top names in the division. Zayas stressed that he is mature for his age, and besides, he has plenty of experience under his belt. Zayas is also looking to set an example by fighting a tough opponent like Boots at such a young age. He talked about setting an example for other young fighters to take on big fights earlier in their career.
So with that, I know you've called him overrated in the past. So like, do you feel like it's right to call him at this point, or
who I call?
Overrated?
Yeah, I feel like he's a good fighter, and you can't take the facts away. He's a unified world champion at 147. Those are facts. But I feel like people that he has fought have been tailor-made for his style and what he does and what he brings to the table.
So do you think he's in for a shock on fight night when he steps in the ring with Xander Zayas?
I feel like everybody will be in for a shock. Every single one of my opponents have been into a shock every time they step into the ring with me. It's easy to see me and, oh, he's a 23, the 22-year-old kid, just young kid, no experience. Once he get hit, he's gonna want to get it right back. And it's a whole different story when you step in there with me and you see the knowledge and the maturity I have inside that ring.
Definitely. So, headlining a fight in New York, being Puerto Rican, right? Obviously, there's plenty of legends that have headlined in New York, Tito, Cotto, etc. So, like, what would that mean for you as a Boricua, like, notching a huge win in New York?
Man, this will be my 9th time in the city, in the Big Apple. First time at Barclays Center, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I feel like the city has become part of who I am, and he represents me. I represent them. I enjoy and love the energy they always bring into every fight. So I can't wait to be back there and keep putting Puerto Rico.
An important question Zayas addressed during the interview was about him portraying Boots as overrated throughout fight promotions. Zayas has downplayed Boots' resume, stating that he has never fought the big names. While agreeing that Boots indeed does not have a watertight resume with big names, he is not downplaying his achievements and is showing him all the respect he deserves on fight night. He also talked about the boxing world and fans who are underestimating him even before he enters the ring. Zayas is looking forward to shocking the experts and the fans, and he is preparing to cause a massive upset. He also touched on becoming a Puerto Rican boxing great and how important this fight is for his legacy.
Anticipated fights that can be made in the States is happening June the 27th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, and that's Xander Zayas defending his 2 titles at 154 against Jaron Boots Ennis. This is a fantastic matchup, and I'm going to say right off the bat, I tip my hat to Xander Zayas for putting his belts on the line and fighting possibly the best guy at 154 right now, a guy that people look at as the boogeyman at 54, and there's a reason for that. Boots is a crazy talent, physically gifted, has been developed throughout his professional career, and is looking to really blow up, and this is a huge opportunity for him. You know, Xander Zayas has 2 titles in one of the deepest weight classes in the world, if not the deepest weight class, 154, so it's a fantastic matchup. It's also an interesting style mesh. You got Boots Ennis, who's got that Philly style. He's hyper aggressive. He fights in the pocket, high contact fighter, good power with both hands, good hand speed, good boxing IQ, good technique, you name it. Boots has got it. But again, like a Philly fighter, he likes high contact. He likes to be in the pocket. He likes to trade. He likes to break you down, walk you down. Problem with fighting a guy like Xander, Xander's a mover. Xander's a mover and a jabber. He's got great endurance. He's got a good arm length. He's very tall and long, and he knows how to use it. He also knows exactly what he's not. He knows he's not going to go out there and blast you out like a Felix Trinidad. He's a boxer, mover, scoring points, and looking to outbox you and use his smarts. He's also got a great gas tank. Kid doesn't get tired, you know, even late in a fight. So it's an interesting style matchup. I know a lot of people are looking at this like, nah, Boots is gonna wash him. You'd be surprised. Xander Zayas, with his skill set, I think could get anyone in the division a lot of trouble. But this is why we fight the fights, and we'll see how.
That is all for today's video. Stay tuned for the next one.